Hello. Did you ever wonder how to know the difference when you're living in scarcity versus abundance? Well, if this is an important question for you, then stay with me because it became a very important question for me. And the reason the topic came up is because I realized that despite the abundance that I'm living in and all the amazing opportunities I've had in my lifetime, there are still moments that I will feel like I'm living in scarcity. And if you can relate, say yes. One of the things that happened today is I was thinking about all the things going on and planning my calendar of different events that I'll be at. And all of a sudden I had this reality about what I'll be missing when I'm away and also the investment that it was going to be to do all these things. And I felt it very funny that an old behavior showed up again. And what do I mean by that? Well, there was a time when I lived in scarcity all the time. I remember going back to about 30 years old, and I was already a millionaire. And people would say something to me about getting different things, or why aren't you driving a new car? Why aren't you buying this or going here? And I used to say, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. It became such a habit of saying I don't have it that became a reality one day when I really didn't. But what I had no idea would happen is that scarcity mindset became a self-fulfilling prophecy for me. So at 30, I was a millionaire, and at 40, because of the stock market, when MCI, a company I invested in, became WorldCom, and they eventually went bankrupt, we lost it all, and we had to start over. Well, with the scarcity mindset, it was almost like if I was paying attention to all the stuff, then I wouldn't have been there, but instead I made it as if I didn't have things. So today, I liken it to this. If we're holding on to something so tight with two hands, like hold on to something with two hands right now, and if you're holding on to something with two hands, and all of a sudden an opportunity comes your way, and somebody's giving you something, but you're holding on so tight, and they're giving it to you, and you're reaching, I want that, I want that, I want that. But you don't have a free hand because you can't let go of what you have. When you can't let go of what you have, you don't have that free hand to go take the next thing that you want. So what ends up happening, that scarcity mindset makes you miss out on all these amazing opportunities. And I started wondering, where is this coming from? Even for myself, as I've been practicing personal development. I say practicing because I think that it's an ongoing process. For 25, 27, my mother corrected me the other day, for a very long time, for decades. And then there are those moments that something creeps back in, and all of a sudden I'll hear an old familiar voice. And it's not who I am today, but it's an old familiar voice that shows up that makes me question what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, is it the right thing for me, am I, and I start asking these poor questions, realizing that the quality of your questions will actually become the quality of your life. So first thing I want to say is, what questions are you asking yourself? And then, are those questions producing abundance and opportunity for you, or are they creating scarcity? If they're creating scarcity, you need to change the question. So instead of being, I can't do this, it's like, well, how can I do this? How can I have even more of this in my life? What else can I do? What other resourceful means do I have to get where I want to be? There are so many ways to change the questions so that you can get the solution you're looking for. A quality question will normally give us a quality answer. A poor question will give us poor results. So be careful of the questions you're asking. And then again, if you're in a scarcity mindset of thinking that you're never going to be where you want to be, or you're never going to have the relationship you want, or you're not going to be able to have the money you want, whatever the story is, you're going to become that self-fulfilling prophecy. So when those things happen to me, I'll usually say to myself, cancel, like literally cancel the thought, and implant something else that's going to actually grow something that's very powerful and will bring me towards the future. The one thing I want to share is that when you go through these processes, be careful who you're talking to. A lot of times, the people we talk to will actually want us to stay in the negative emotions. I always say misery loves Misery. People usually say misery loves company. Misery doesn't love company, it loves misery. And then when we start moving out of it and we talk to other people, they may end up supporting us in an unresourceful state. So I'm going to encourage you that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, one, surround yourself with people that also want to grow in abundance and opportunity, not in scarcity, because you're not going to ask your neighbors how to get out of the neighborhood. They're there too, right? You want to be resourceful by finding other people that are resourceful, and you'll follow them. Big important piece. And with that being said, my scarcity mindset went away immediately when I realized, well, Lisa, where are you going? Why are you going there? Who are you surrounding yourself with? And I had realized that the people I was going to go with were some of the people I'd been aligned with for over 10 years now. And I was going because I knew it was in my best interest to be with these people, as they always elevate me to another level. And based on where I want to be elevated. So based on where you want to be, what do you want to be doing, and who do you want to be doing with? If you're in that abundance mindset, yay, let's celebrate. If you're in scarcity and you're holding on and you can't let go, you got to let go so you can go get that great stuff. Okay, look forward to seeing you on the next one. Love you. Write down anything you just got from this, and I'll look forward to connecting with you soon.